To add lakes to any project inside Unreal Engine, first, create a new map, and then we're going to choose the open world template. You can also use any level with a landscape component to it. Then go to your plugins, search for water, and enable the water plugin. You may have to restart your editor once you've done that. Then coming back to our level, we can simply hit the add menu, search for water body, and we're just going to drag in the lake and place it anywhere in the scene. This works with a closed spline system, which works dynamically with the landscape component. So we can drag this up, it'll pull the landscape up, or we can push it down and it'll push the landscape down. If you want to control the actual water wave settings, we can select the water body lake instance. And then if you scroll down, there is a wave section. If you increase this value, the water becomes still. If you lower the value, your waves become more intense. You can also set the wave source to be none to actually use completely still water. If you want to adjust the color of your lakes, we can simply filter by rendering. And then there is a water material. If we double click this little square to open it up, there's a global vector parameters value for absorption and scattering. Adjusting these will actually change your color. So as an example, maybe I go into a pink, and then for the scattering, if I want a more intense pink, I'll go around there, close that out, and then we have a pink lake. If we go inside the lake, you can see it's quite shallow. So if I set my water body instance to all for the filter, and then I go to my terrain settings, there is a channel depth. If I increase this by a factor of 4, you can see my channel depth becomes much larger. If you adjust the ramp to a lower value, you're going to get a more steeper angle for that lower angle source there. And then of course your fall off angle is going to affect this inside edge here. So if I set this to be like 20 degrees or maybe 10 degrees, it'll slowly kind of wipe that away. Another thing you can do too is you can actually set the edge offset to be 0, and it'll bud that angle right up against the lake. And that's maybe more what you're looking for. Now, because this is a spline-based system, you can select individual spline points and then kind of move them around to reshape your lake. You can also hold the Alt key and then push off and it'll add a new spline point. You can also right click anywhere on the spline and then do add spline point, and then you can actually reshape your lake that way. And then yeah, that's pretty much how you can quickly and easily create lakes inside Unreal Engine.